Hello there.
Hello, everyone. Good evening and welcome to Pepper Tree Villa. It is time for PTV3D, your daily dose of Disney. Hope you're all having a good evening. We wanted to make sure that we didn't step on the toes of Jeff's broadcast. Sorry that that Zippity Doo Dad was not able to make it onto Jeff's broadcast tonight due to some bad issues of computers. I understand Steve tore out all the cords off of Zip's computer. So, oh well, Steve, I get it. Totally understand.
You did it again.
How you doing? Hope you're doing okay. Hey, only passengers, thanks for joining. Good to have you here.
We just finished dinner.
It has been ribs. Yeah, it's been quite a weekend. Doug did some smoked ribs on his grill. Hey, Charlie.
Made some jam.
Howdy ho, villagers. Thanks for being here.
Bob and Ashley.
Hi, Bob
Ashley and Bob.
Thanks for being here. Doug is working or was working on ribs this afternoon. We made a couple of batches of
jam.
Yeah, we did Alala Berry Jam. And if you've never heard of Alala Berry, it's kind of like a blackberry, but tastes even better. They're predominantly in the Pacific Northwest. So Washington and Oregon, you see a lot of them. But we have some vines here that grow Alala berries here in East Contra Costa County. So
I thought you call them brambles.
Yeah, you can call them brambles.
Okay,
but
I thought that's what they're called.
Yeah.
Oh, the ribs were delicious. He'll post it on the
Amy. I'll be posting pictures on Instagram about the ribs. So it was very good. Hey, Samantha.
I'm severely stuffed.
Amy, thank you for being here. Yeah, but it was a nice dinner. Hi, Rachel.
It was good to stay home and play house.
Yeah, so it was a busy day. We made, like I said, a lot of jam. We did some ribs, made some macaroni salad. It was a very nice day. Just taking a day to ourselves. It's been a long time since we've done that.
Gosh.
Yeah.
It's like we're gonna be
only passengers needs the recipe for the ribs. Well, we're actually going to be making a recipe, probably a video about making them at some point. Doug has a special blend of a rub that he does. What do you call it?
It's called Doug's Rub.
It's called Doug's Rub.
So it's
Zippity Doo Dad. Patrick, how you doing? Good to have you here. Hi, Lothar.
It's really a good overall rub.
Yeah. No salt in the rub itself. Just a lot of spices and herbs and little brown sugar. But it's great. Hi, Disney fanatic.
When you rub something, that usually the main ingredient has way too much salt in it. So you want the rub, and then you want to salt it right before you cook, because the salt just drains it.
Yeah. So anyway, we wanted to actually come on tonight and do a real quick stream for your daily dose of Disney.
Yeah. So picture this: August 4th, 1995. There was a ceremony in Walt Disney World that it was a groundbreaking taking place for Florida's 4th theme park called Animal Kingdom. So just give you a perspective, they started this.
Oh, hey, Pam. Thanks for joining.
So they did MGM Studios and opened it in 89. And then they started the 4th theme park 6 years later.
No, just building it.
Yeah, to build it. But still, they finished one and they started building the next one within 6 years.
Ben joined. Hey, Ben.
We haven't seen, they haven't done anything. It's almost 25 years since they started the 4th theme park, which that didn't open until 89, but 98. But they started groundbreaking the ceremony today, August 4th.
And who knows how long
1995.
Who knows how long the planning stage had been prior to that? It took a good deal to get them going, because a lot of people were saying you can't build a zoo, and that was not the intent. They did not want it to be a zoo. They wanted it to be a theme park where the animals roamed free, and we were actually in the cages.
Yeah.
And essentially that's what it is.
It was a great idea. I mean, it took them about 3 years. Not quite 3 full years.
Not quite 3 full years to build it.
Just a few months shy, so they did it. But think about 3 years.
Right down to building it around the tree around an oil derrick.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I love Animal Kingdom. So that happened almost 24 years ago.
24 years ago. In 1998, this is very light day in news, actually, over the years. In 1998, the DVD straight to video release of Pocahontas 2, Journey to a New World was released on this day.
It was okay.
Yeah.
It was okay.
Lothar is asking, have you ever bought fake Walt Disney products by accident? No. No, I haven't.
I probably got maybe a weird pen, but that's about maybe not really sanctioned by Disney.
But I'll be honest, we really buy most of our stuff through Disney directly.
Yeah, I don't have anything fake.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then in 2003, this is 2003. I guess he started working for the company in 1953, but Roy E. Disney, who was the nephew of Walt, had worked for the Disney Company for 50 years. They celebrated it on this day in 2003, 50 years.
Pretty much almost what he did almost all of his life.
And shortly after that, he left the company.
Went rogue. And
started the SaveDisney.com. It was kind of like a grassroots effort.
To Nick Eisner.
Hey, Troy in the Galaxy joined. Thanks for being here. Dana, good to have you here.
So, so Roy worked for Walt Disney, the company, for 50 years.
But like I said, just shortly after that, it was Save Disney, because he was not happy about how Michael Eisner was running the company. He was running amok.
Well, he was obsessed to get Eisner in 83.
Mm-hmm. Got them in there in 84.
84.
Yeah.
And then he couldn't wait to get rid of them. So
Juan Rodriguez is in the house. Hey, Juan, I didn't even see. Thanks for being here.
So on this
Captain
day,
Akron, thanks for joining.
On August 4th, 2009, Walt Disney World celebrates the opening of the first new monorail line resort hotel in more than 2 decades. So it's the BLT.
Yeah. The Bay Lake
Tower.
The Bay Lake Tower opened on this day 10 years ago.
So celebrates the opening of the first new monorail line.
I cannot believe that Bay Lake Tower has already been there 10 years.
Wow. That's weird.
Yeah, that's amazing. So fast.
So that's top of the world and has all kinds of stuff. But the BLT, yeah.
Okay.
And now,
also something that's not happening didn't happen today, but it's happening this week. The Walt Disney Company is going to be releasing their financials for the last quarter of their fiscal calendar. So the people on Wall Street are making their predictions and everything. I wrote down this note here. Let's see.
Which is really fascinating.
Let me read it the way it is. It says, the Walt Disney Company, incorporated on July 28th, 1995, is a worldwide entertainment company. The company operates in 4 business segments: media networks, parks and resorts, studio entertainment, and consumer products and interactive media. The media network segment includes cable and broadcast television networks, television production and distribution operations, domestic television stations, and radio networks and stations. The company's Walt Disney Imagineering unit designs and develops new theme park concepts and attractions, as well as resort properties. The studio entertainment segment produces and acquires live action and animated motion pictures, direct-to-video content, musical recordings, and live stage plays. The company also develops and publishes games, primarily for mobile platforms, books, magazines, and comic books. That is very dry, but that is how Wall Street sees the Walt Disney Company. And the reason why I put this out here is because I wanted to just say how I feel about it. I don't see the Walt Disney Company this way. I mean, sure, it's a huge conglomerate. They own a lot of things. But I look at it as a company that provides entertainment and magic to the world. They entertain millions of people around the world. And I'm so thankful for not only do they do all that business, but it also brings people like our wonderful community together. So while that may be a dry paragraph that I read, there's so much more to it than just numbers on a financial page and a description that you see in
investments.
Yeah, I mean, investments and
this
things.
This is all what the world is all about. It's all about corporate.
Yeah.
And this is very corporate. We see Disney as Mickey and Disneyland and theme parks and rides and the food.
And magic.
But investors don't care. They really absolutely don't care. They want to know what it is. It's a giant entertainment company worldwide. that they have 4 business segments. That's all people care about, to invest. And that's how companies make money. They're not making on us because we like something and we want to go on Space Mountain.
Now,
they're only doing it because they want to make money.
Charlie brought a good point here, says, but that would also be why so many ABC shows in the 90s took vacations to Walt Disney World, like
Yes.
Roseanne and Full House. Charlie, you're absolutely right on that.
It was all about
Absolutely right.
how
Hey, Two Real Geeks, thanks for joining.
It was all about how, cross-pollination and to promotion. And it's a massive marketing thing.
And
synergy.
as Ben says, synergy.
I hate that word. But it's company.
But yeah, it's a company thing. But all of that aside, that's not how I feel about the company. It's just a place that has my heart. All of us.
Mm-hmm.
We all love going to Walt Disney World and to Disneyland and Disney properties all around the world. And then enjoying their content and watching their television shows, and soon their streaming platform, Disney Plus, and the movies. It just brings us to a very happy place.
Yeah.
And that's what it is for me. Disney is a happy place.
They look at it by charts and how this stock did this, and year over year. They want to look at, how much media did they do? They didn't care about how many, how Space Mountain is attendance on Space Mountain. So. Yeah.
Really,
it just really put it in perspective of that. When I see a Walt Disney Company, I think of Mickey Mouse and Walt Disney, but it's just to them, it's like I need spreadsheets, and it's sad that our country is run by corporations. So
yeah, it is. But at least we have corporations like Disney that keep us happy.
Yeah, I only have 2 companies that I pretty much obsessing over is Apple and Disney. So yeah, we have everything Apple.
Yeah.
We drink the apple juice Kool-Aid.
Yeah, we did. Definitely. Hi, D. Hazel. Thanks for joining. Thank you for being here. So there was one last thing I wanted to cover in this evening's broadcast about the box office totals. Now, these are the totals through today, the estimates of what they believe the box office totals will be through end of the weekend. So as of today, Sunday, August 4th, the box office totals for Aladdin, their cum total just here in the country, $350 million. Internationally, $1.03 billion has been brought into the box office for the movie Aladdin. That's a lot of money. Toy Story 4, another juggernaut at the box office. $410 million to date domestically, and internationally, $959 million.
It'll go over $1 billion.
It will probably go over $1 billion very soon.
Yeah.
And then here's the champion, The Lion King. 17 days. It's been out 17 days since my birthday and Ben's birthday, July 19th. The Lion King domestic has brought in $431 million. And worldwide, the total is now $1.2 billion and growing. So we'll see what the final totals will be on that movie. Yeah. I am just astonished at that number.
How something that is so 25 years old has so much legs.
And yet, hi, Kay, thanks for joining. And yet, the money from my wallet has not left to see The Lion King yet. I have not seen it in theater.
We've had life take over.
We were going to see it today, but we decided.
We've had a lot of life.
There's Ben. Oh, sorry, Jelly. Jelly, thanks for being here.
Holy
cow. That's Ben's reaction.
It was a little over. Came out June 23rd with Toy Story.
Yeah.
And then it's 4/10. And that's a little over a month. And Lion King in 2 weeks made $430. Made $20 million more.
It's just
domestically.
It's just insane.
And that's something that's 25 years old. Well, Space also.
And
Toy Story.
Pam says, my daughter took my oldest son to watch Lion King tonight. He hasn't seen the cartoon, but loved this one.
That's cool.
That's great. I liked what Jim at More Sunshine Please had to say. He watched something with the director of the film, Jon Favreau. And he talked about how the film was presented more like a documentary with its camera shots and angles and long shots and things, rather than the cartoon, because obviously you can't do some of the things they did in the cartoon with the cute faces and the smiles and the jumping up and down and stacks of animals everywhere, dancing and singing. But they did it on a more realistic level, and apparently the effect when you go into the film understanding what their effect was, what they were going for, it's I guess a very stunning production.
Yeah,
So-
they couldn't do squish and squash, which is what in animation terms, as an artist in animation, they couldn't do that to real life things because it just doesn't work. We don't work in squish and squash.
Oh, thanks, Patrick. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much. Thank you for posting that, Patrick.
So that's just us in a nutshell. Our weekend, it went well.
Yeah.
So anything else that you guys want to know?
Well, all I know is that Ben has a video coming up this week for Life with Ben.
Okay.
He's going to be, Ben, I guess you're going to be talking about cooking. That I guess that's the case of what he's going to be doing. So that's happening. And then I'm working on a couple of edits. So hopefully I'll have some new content coming this week. I just have to sit in front of the computer and actually get those edits done. Oh, Ben says it's my attempt at cooking.
Yes.
Well, he did help in the kitchen, I guess.
Terrifying.
In the meantime, everyone, thank you so much for spending this time with us tonight. I'll be back tomorrow with another daily dose of Disney. But thanks for spending this time with us. I know it's a late evening, so thank you so much for taking that time to spend with us.
We appreciate it.
Hi, Amanda. Thank you for being here.
Oh, you guys are so cool.
Oh, thank you. Let's see. It says PTV when seeing back at
Barry.
when we seeing you back at Barry. Two Real Geeks. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that.
What's Barry?
What is Barry? So maybe you can clarify. Ben, don't think the kitchen is terrifying. Think of it as synergistic.
Oh gosh, that makes me gag.
Charlie. Oh, is that what he means? Knott's Berry Farm?
Oh, we might be going down to Southern California.
Okay. So, Two Real Geeks, if that's the case, if you're going to be back at Knott's Berry Farm, if that's what it is, we might be there.
Not inside the park, but we might get some food there.
Yeah, we might be getting some food at Knott's. We probably won't go in the park, but we will get some food. Go to Mrs. Knott's Chicken Dinner Restaurant, which is dynamite. So anyway, yeah, that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
So anyone, thank you so much for spending this little slice of the internet with us tonight.
Yeah, we want to do that after we're feeling fat and sassy over dinner.
Yeah.
Oh.
Breakfast. Ben. Yeah.
Okay.
Ben, you're on. Breakfast on Sunday. We'll do that.
Mike. Oh, I know.
Oh, hi, Mike. Thanks for joining.
Hello there.
Hello there.
I love that show.
Yeah, I know. It is a good show.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that show some other time, not on tonight's stream, but we'll be.
I didn't get the notification. I'll leave it to YouTube. I mean,
it sometimes happens, Mike. So sorry, but I'll be back tomorrow, most likely in the early afternoon for me. So probably around 4:00 Eastern, between 4 and 5 Eastern, and 1 and 2 Pacific time. I'll be doing Daily Dose of Disney tomorrow. But in the meantime, everyone.
yes, Pam, we are planning on.
Are you going to meet Corey and Shep when they are there?
Yes.
That is the plan. We're going to be meeting a lot of YouTubers actually from our community at that point.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully we will definitely be meeting up with them. But everyone, thank you so much for spending this time with us. We really appreciate it.
Shoot us questions if you like to hear about us, what we do normal day. He'll reply back to him.
Yeah, I will definitely reply back. And by the way, this Thursday night on PTV Live, we have our topic selected. We'll be putting out the advertising for that earlier this week than normal, but we're going to be talking food.
Not Disney
food, but just food in general.
I have a cool concept.
And Ben will probably be very interested in this concept because he will be a good person to talk about with this particular topic, because we're going to have a nice little checklist for him to discuss. By the way, Ben, surprise, the topic is going to be food on Thursday night.
Yes.
Anyway, thank you so much for spending.
Thank you guys, everybody.
Again, I've tried to do this again. Thank you so much for spending this time with us. We really appreciate it. We can't do this without you, the villagers. We actually just love your support.
Well, we want everybody, because it's a very,
food is a very universal topic, so we want to make sure that we catch that.
Came up with it this morning over coffee. So
everyone, thank you so much, everyone. And as we always say, go out, have a magical evening, and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.